If you're building web apps, mobile apps, or backend services in 2026, chances are you've looked at Firebase. It's one of the most talked about platforms for developers because it promises managed infrastructure, real-time data, and easy integration with many tools. But the big question is Firebase pricing worth it? And is this the best app platform you can have in 2026? Today we're breaking it down honestly so you can decide whether Firebase fits your project, your budget, and your long-term goals. First, let's talk about what Firebase really is. At its core, Firebase is a serverless backend platform owned by Google. It provides a suite of services like real-time databases, cloud storage, authentication, functions, hosting, analytics, and more. Instead of managing your own servers, you let Firebase handle scaling, uptime, and integration with other Google Cloud services. That convenience is a huge selling point for many developers, especially startups and small teams that don't want to spend time configuring infrastructure. Now, onto the pricing, because this is where opinions often diverge. Firebase. Pricing in 2026 is built around two main tiers: the free Spark plan and the pay-as-you-go Blaze plan. The free tier is great for learning, prototypes, hobby projects, and early-stage MVPs. You get free authentication attempts, a generous amount of database reads and writes, some free storage, and limited cloud functions usage. If you're just starting out or building a side project, you may never need to pay anything, and that's one of the things people love most about Firebase. But when you move into production and real traffic, you'll almost certainly hit the limits of the free tier. That's where the Blaze plan comes in. Blaze means usage-based billing. You pay for what you consume. This is great because you don't have a fixed monthly bill. But it also means your costs can fluctuate month to month based on traffic. Reads, writes, storage, and outbound data. So is that good or bad? It depends on how predictable your usage is. For consistent traffic, Blaze gives you efficiency. You only pay for what you use. For spiky traffic like launch days or viral events, costs can spike quickly. That's something you need to watch carefully. One area where Firebase shines is real-time data and synchronization. If your app relies on real-time updates, chat apps, live dashboards, collaborative tools, Firebase's real-time database and Firestore are extremely powerful. They scale automatically and are hard to replicate manually without a lot of DevOps work. For developers building real-time experiences without infrastructure headaches, that's a big advantage. Authentication is another strong point. Firebase Auth lets you support sign-in with email, phone number, and social providers like Google, Facebook, and Apple with minimal configuration. This saves hours of work that would otherwise go into building your own auth system. Firebase also has cloud functions, which run back-end code in response to triggers like database updates, file uploads, or scheduled jobs. This serverless model means you don't have to maintain servers. You just write your logic, deploy it, and Firebase scales it for you. But there are trade-offs. One common concern in 2026 is vendor lock-in. Because Firebase's real-time database and Firestore use proprietary APIs, moving your app to another backend later can be difficult. This makes Firebase ideal for many apps, but not all. If you think you might want to migrate to another stack someday, you need to plan carefully. Cost predictability is another issue. With Blaze, you can create budgets and alerts, but unexpected usage or inefficient queries can still drive up your bill. Good monitoring and optimization become essential, not optional. So is Firebase the best app platform you can have in 2026? The honest answer is that it's one of the best choices for specific use cases. If you want rapid development, scalability without DevOps, real-time data integrated authentication, and seamless integration with Google Cloud, Firebase is a top platform, especially for startups, prototypes, and real-time applications. If your project is simple and you want the lowest possible cost with full control over infrastructure, you might find cheaper or more predictable options elsewhere. If you need deep custom backend logic or want to avoid lock-in, you might consider traditional server environments or alternatives like Supabase or OSA Amplify. In short, Firebase isn't universally the best in every scenario, but in 2026, for many developers and many app types, it's one of the most powerful and flexible platforms available. It helps you go from idea to launch fast, and manages a lot of complexity for you. If this review helped you decide whether Firebase fits your project and budget, leave a like, subscribe for more honest tech reviews, and tell me in the comments, are you building with Firebase or comparing alternatives? I'll see you in the next video.